Hi, I'm Mark Eadicicco, and I'm the proprietor of Practical Magic, and I've been a Cabot witch for over 20 years, and I'm sitting here with my teacher, my mentor, and my friend, Laurie Cabot, and Laurie has agreed to say a few words about the growth of my production in the Wiccan community. So,
Hello, and I'm Laurie Cabot, and I began the Cabot tradition many years ago. We're talking about 45 years ago, and Mark has been a student, and now he is a priest in our tradition, and conducts rituals and has a wonderful shop. And the shop is an educational tool, isn't it?
absolutely.
You know, because people don't really know what witches are. You know, they still have the Walt Disney idea. Um, it's nice to have something in the public the way you do, which is not easy, to open a shop and then educate people about our ways. You've done a very good job of that.
Thank you.
And in the New York area, that's an important thing because there aren't any real shops other than yours. People come to you for all kinds of questions, don't they?
Absolutely.
And you're able to answer them. And we're about to celebrate our New Year. The 8 holidays are very important,
Yes.
and you're going to be celebrating the New Year, and we hope to show people that it is ancient. The same rituals have been going
Yes.
on for thousands of years, and you're continuing those same rituals in New York.
Yes, and for that to go down in history and for people to see exactly what we do. And it's not evil, and it has nothing to do with the devil or Satan,
No.
you know.
Well, there is no Satan in our deity structure. We're talking about Celtic history mostly. The Celts had no evil deities. Um, we look at our gods and goddesses as our ancestors, and we bring them forth in every ritual, but especially at Samhain in October because it's the new year. And that's the time between the veil between their world and our world is open. So we honor our ancestors. Um, we don't dress up in frightening costumes with gore and blood, and we don't do that because we don't want to project that into the world. Witches dress up at October like what they want to become. It's a projection and a spell for the new year, and so if you dress up in a way that you want your whole community to see you, then it helps propel you into that life. So you might dress up as a butterfly for beauty, etc., you know.
Exactly. And the Samhain ritual that we're going to conduct, actually, we're going to call on our ancestors. And I always say there's two major important women in my life. One is my mother, who passed away 3 years ago.
I know, I loved your mom.
Thank you. And she helped me build my shop from the bottom up.
Absolutely.
She was
very
my
supportive.
inspiration. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. And the second woman is you, because I look up to you as one of the strongest women that I've ever met in my life.
Well, your mom was a wonderful mother to support
Yes.
in a society
Yes.
where people around you did not understand that what witchcraft was,
Yes.
which almost can be dangerous at times. And she was supportive of that. How lovely that she was educated enough and wise enough to help you perpetuate our way of life.
Exactly.
We honor her.
We are,
at Samhain,
we are definitely honoring. Yes, absolutely.
And the ritual you're going to perform, it will be enlightening, and it's for our posterity. You know, we hope that people who see this documentary will learn something about our ways. We don't recruit people into witchcraft. We believe that there are many paths
Yes.
of spirituality because there are many ways that people relate to that. So not everyone will become a witch, you know. But the facts are that we allow our children, even our children, are allowed to find their own path. They might become a Baptist or a Buddhist, and that's fine with us because we know there is room for all spiritual paths. Ours, however, is quite ancient, and I think people enjoy the knowledge that we have continued in spite of Holocaust,
Yes.
persecution, and misinformation. And here in America, we're alive and well,
Yeah,
and we're
exactly.
hopeful to educate people to make it safer for witches around the globe.
Laurie, from the 70s when you first started wearing your ritual robes and capes, have you found a difference in the year 2009? Has it been more acceptable now in Salem?
Oh, it's in Salem. It's totally acceptable. They're used to us, and there are
Okay.
several witches who wear their robes also as a dedication to their
Yes.
goddess. And around the globe, most people have heard of us in Salem.
Mm-hmm.
The witches who live here and are a little more familiar with it. They're not as shocked,
Right.
when they see someone in a robe and a cape. However, in Middle America,
Exactly.
where witches still feel afraid to step out. Of course, they're not as familiar. They come to Salem to see us in our robes.
Right.
They hope to see us in our robes because it's an exciting thing. The nuns of the Catholic Church nowadays wear ordinary everyday clothes.
Right.
You can't separate them from anyone else. You don't know
You can't tell.
who you go to for spiritual needs. In our community, our priests and priestesses wear their robes, and the reason is that we're identifiable, and our community can come to us for guidance and help and spiritual guidance. They can recognize us anywhere we go.
Exactly. And I'd like for people to know that we are also professional people, doctors, lawyers. I mean, I read for nurses, I read for doctors, I read for lawyers that come in all the time.
Absolutely.
And
well, one of our high priestesses is a major banker in Boston.
really?
And one of my coven members is the vice president of a bank. So, they're right up there in the social order.
Right, in society.
Absolutely. So it all walks of life, it has nothing to do with just earthy, crunchy people,
Right.
We're also urban witches, I'm
Yeah.
city witch. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah,
I
I am
love
too.
the country, but I have to have my creature comforts, and I think that that's the way we are. And we have lots of country witches too who live out in rural areas, and they're closer to the earth in some ways, and yet we are close to the asphalt and the cement,
Right.
and we can use that for magic as well. We see the magic in all
Yes.
things that are human and all things that are part of our world, and we can use our magic in any form.
We can balance at any time.
Absolutely. And magic's not use. Spells are prayers.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that. They think a spell is equated to something to do bad. Not at all, because the laws of witchcraft are everything that you do comes back to you threefold. So the threefold law takes away any chance that we're going to do evil, because
Right.
we don't want the evil coming back at us. It's a threat and reward system, isn't it? So we definitely believe that if we do good, that good will come back into our
Exactly.
lives. And that's a very important issue, because a lot of people say, well, can you cast a spell on that person? And when they say it, they mean that it should do something harmful. We never, ever do that. And more people who are not witches think bad thoughts about people, and that works, and that hurts people. And in many cultures, it's called the evil eye, isn't it?
Right.
It's called the malevolent acts of people in other cultures.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We're the ones who don't do it.
Right, which is harmful magic,
Mhm.
and they don't even realize it.
That's exactly it.